Did the bigger parking lot. That would have been fun.
We were.
I was looking down there. I mean, I was looking at the thing.
Horrible.
That's this thing. Oh, she gave me
Oh,
one
you
this
were
time.
banging, Marty? I didn't hear you bang.
Oh, well, good. I'll save mine.
Holly thinks Cindy Hollyfield just shut up.
All right, looks like everyone's here. You ready? All right, it's 7 o'clock, so we're going to call to order the May 2016 meeting of the Visual Resources Review Board for the town of Farragut. The first item on the agenda is approval of minutes for the April 26, 2016 meeting. Any discussion on those minutes? All right, if we don't have any discussion, is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
We have a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We have two wall signs that were approved over the last month. Any discussion related to those two wall signs? All right, we're going to move forward then. Ground-mounted signs are next. And we have a couple of other items on the agenda as well. Can I ask, gentlemen, what you guys are here representing tonight?
Items 4 through,
They're everything but the two ground-mounted signs.
Everything else?
yes.
All right. Well, the two ground-mounted signs look like they're, let's just go ahead and do those. Look like they're pretty easy. The first one will be Obregon Painting.
Yes, sir. This is a tenant panel on an existing ground-mounted sign at Patriots Corner. There's the existing sign. This visual is kind of washed out because it has that tannish background. Staff feels that the proposal is architecturally compatible and legible, and staff recommends approval.
Like it fits with every other sign on that panel. Any other discussion? Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve?
Do we have a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Hanover Court.
Yes, sir. This proposal is to actually construct a wall and affix the subdivision entrance sign for Hanover Court to that wall. Though the sign we feel is legible and architecturally compatible with the wall, we had noted 3 outstanding items. We did receive some revisions today, and I'll kind of go, here's kind of the landscaping plan that they're looking at doing. Certainly the yew that they're proposing and the blue atlas cedar will fulfill the landscaping requirement. And then there's additional landscaping around this outside of just what they're proposing for this. So we felt like that was met. In addition, they did submit the shielding for the exterior lighting that they're looking to do for this sign. The only thing, and I'll go back to this example, is these type of signs are required to meet a 10-foot setback from all property lines. So with the way that they have the wall segmented, they're currently with this proposal are not meeting that 10-foot setback requirement. So there may be an opportunity to take the 2 wings off and just have the freestanding kind of wall with the 2 columns. But the setbacks are still an issue as it relates to this sign.
Problem because of the house that, I mean, where exactly, why is it, and we've had the Hanover before, so
You have a property line right here,
that's what I thought.
and then you have one also, that peripheral property line there. This one,
They take those
being-
two, like you said, yeah. That's where I think that oak tree, or that tree, that huge, close to where they
possibly.
take those two kind of curvy things, you think that will meet it?
Well, I think we'll have to see a revision on it,
I like it.
yeah, it adds some element
Very
to it.
nice. Yeah, but I was wondering about that.
But we've even recommended maybe they go back and look and do more of a vertical type element,
Yeah.
kind of like Chapel Grove has done in McKinley Station, which you all looked at.
That would be nice. And then they
That way they can still have their
concept.
message that they want for their entrance sign and meet their setbacks. So I don't know if this will change. So I will leave it up to you all if you wanted to condition it based on the setback revisions or defer to see what they may want to do.
I'm sure they're wanting to get started on it as quickly as possible. Is he by any chance with them? No? Okay. Okay.
Which one is quicker for them as far as getting it started?
Well, if they want to keep this similar design, if you all approved the actual aesthetics of the sign and they can show that they can meet setbacks, then we can go ahead and release the permit, because the aesthetics themselves are not actually changing with how they have it drawn now. I mean, we're looking at, kind of taking, almost have it where this becomes the defined area of the
Right.
sign, and then these kind of go away.
Or-
Yeah.
I think they would have to do that to meet
That'd
the
be less-
setbacks.
Costly for them too. I mean,
It would, I mean,
help, and I think that would be fine.
and they may have to squeeze it together a little, you know, to
Especially
maintain
because of
their
what it is.
setbacks.
It's duplexes, and there are not going to be that many there, so they really don't need a huge, you know. So whatever works for them, but I mean, it's nice except for that.
yeah, I mean, the letters are that brushed bronze. I mean, I don't think aesthetically we have any objection to it. Just really the setback issue is the only thing outstanding with it.
And I would make the motion to help them out and get it done quicker to do this, eliminate the two wing walls. And approve it pending the removal of the two pin walls.
And
That work?
Unless the,
Sure.
Corrected picture.
I would just interject that and verification that they can maintain their setbacks.
Well, that's what I propose.
Okay, so we have a motion on the table. Do we have a second for that motion?
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right.
Were you here for the First Baptist Concord signage? We haven't received any revisions at this time, so they're not going to be discussing it this evening. Okay. No problem.
Hey, before you
gosh,
leave, before you
fine,
leave,
can sit down here for a little while if you want to. No, we're just kidding.
was there something about that you wanted to share with the board?
We're just really opposed to the idea in general. I think, are they,
If you don't mind, could you? Yeah,
My apologies, Chairman.
that's all right. He was
It would be
here,
nice to
so.
hear some feedback,
Be nice to-
actually.
Yeah, I'm representing the board of Farragut Crossing Homeowners Association, and we really just don't like the idea of a resident or a commercial sign going on a residential thoroughfare. It's going to take away from the residential character of the neighborhood, really, and we kind of think they already create some traffic flow problems there at that entrance already regarding the school and whatnot. So it's just kind
Don't
of
want the sign on, like, close to where the Farragut Crossing is that what you're
The
saying?
Federal Boulevard entrance.
on the Federal Boulevard entrance is
Okay.
what we're hoping to avoid.
That was one at the last meeting where we had proposed that they make it a little bit smaller than they had originally.
Right. Is that where they're wanting it, is off the Federal Boulevard entrance right there? Okay.
Yeah, that,
I know we don't own the property. It's
Right,
just,
one of them, because we mentioned, we talked about that it was too,
residential and
we
a
wanted-
side street.
okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of where we're coming from.
well,
too.
that's where we were coming from too, so they're supposed to change it, or,
We suggested.
More of a directional sign for traffic flow and, instead of
Right.
be a
And then
giant
instead of an
sign.
advertisement,
yes,
yeah,
and that's,
right.
they kind of agreed to that, and they're supposed to be,
Okay, that's.
They
that's all
conditioned their
we're-
approval on the items that they're talking about. We're just waiting for the revisions to come in, but once we receive them, you can contact the planning division upstairs, and we'll be glad to let you take a look at it.
Okay,
Yep.
very
but we
good.
And
kept
if-
that in mind for you.
And
Thank
if
you
we
very
have
much.
it digitally, you can email me and I'll be glad. It's amiller@townoffarragut.org.
All right, I'll send you an email in
Yeah,
just a minute.
perfect.
All right, thank you, guys. You all have a good
All
night.
right, thank you.
Bye. Enjoy
Right.
the rest of your evening.
So to make it official, the next three items are on the agenda were held over from last month. We were expecting some revisions that we have not, or the town has not received yet. So we need to handle each one individually with a motion to, there's a recommendation that these be deferred to next month. So let's start with item C. Do we have a motion on item C?
Motion to table until next month.
All right, do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, same thing on item D. Do we have a motion there? Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Same for item E. Is there a motion?
Motion to table.
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. All right, that brings us to the landscape applications and Farragut Gateway.
Yes, sir. This is the actual landscape application for, this is a proposed project at the former Silver Spoon property at the intersection of Kingston Pike and Campbell Station Road. You all reviewed a site plan or a landscape plan for this site back in January of 2015.